Anyways, sushi night. We're just gonna get ready and do a simple glam. I'm not even gonna say that anymore. We're just gonna get glam. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're just starting with our P. Louise eyeshadow base. Shade number 2. This is kind of like my go-to. Whenever I'm right here, he's not. So just know that Ben is always with me. I know I'm not gonna just do rainbow eyeshadow. I just grabbed shade number 2. It's the most universal. So we're just gonna tap this all the way up to my brow bone with a dry blender. So my signature has sort of become a completely matte eyeshadow look with glitter dust just on top, like twinkling lights. That is my go-to, and I don't see a lot of people doing that right now, so I'm going to say that it's our thing, okay? So I'm gonna grab this palette. This one's brand new, just came out yesterday from ColourPop. It's called the Flutter By, and my code does work on this collection as long as you're not purchasing the bundle, because the bundle is already discounted. So if you buy things separately, my code will work on this. So we're gonna grab this shade right here. We're just gonna start with this one. And we're gonna pack this one all into the lid with this Sigma brush. I'm not sure the number offhand, but it's typed right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and tap that all through our crease. Look at the pigment on that. I'm gonna grab a little bit more and bring it over this way as well. Okay, now we're gonna grab this shade from the palette, the beige in it. And I'm gonna start up here on my brow bone and then start to tap it down into our crease transition shade. So just tap it and blend it out. Now we're gonna grab this shade right here, just a little bit of it, and we're just gonna put this on the outer part of our crease. We're actually almost done with the crease, and then we're just gonna carve us out a really soft lid. I'm very excited. This is actually one of my favorite looks to do right now. Okay, let's grab the rest of the P. Louise base and just carve us out a lid. I really want to darken the heck out of the outer part of my eye, I think. I think that'll be fun. I haven't done that in a long time. So we're only going to carve to about right there. And then we'll really darken the rest of it in just a second. For right now, let's just get us a nice clean base here so we can put a nice matte bone color shadow on our lid. I will tell you the easiest way to clean up your lid space. Instead of just drawing a line like I did, that's wild, don't do that. What I'll do is tap. I'll tap it to where I want it, and then we'll go in and perfect it. Okay, so tap it, and I'm kind of tapping and then pulling down, and then we'll go in and correct it. You're gonna add the base so much lighter, and you're just gonna be using less, so it's not gonna get in here and get all wild. How am I supposed to handle this? How does one handle this? I didn't even know where he was. Mom just said, "Did you see this?" And I said, "Did Seth see what?" And apparently I was supposed to look at the cutest thing that has existed today. I see you looking at me. You go night-night. Okay, did you all recover from that? I'm still recovering, but I'm trying to do my eyeshadow still. So I'm gonna grab this shade right here in a MAC 252S. This is my favorite brush to do this because it just goes wild. It just fits in here, it sets it evenly. You're not working in small sections. Look, I haven't done this one at all. Look how much it covers. Look at that. Notice I'm tapping too. So just tap that right onto the base. I'm gonna grab some white eyeshadow as well, just to brighten it a little. I'm going to grab my Viseart Editorial Brights. I know this looks very intimidating, but you'd be surprised how many looks you can get with this. And not only that, I want to stress that Viseart has one of the best white eyeshadows I have ever used in my life. Look at that. So we're just going to continue to tap this on top just to really brighten up our lid. Look, just one tap and it's already exactly where I want it. Viseart is incredible. I know you guys get frightened of the price, much like I do, but they are incredible and some of the best eyeshadows on the market. Okay, this is a really fun part. We're gonna add some black to the outer part of the eye. This is also one of the reasons I always do my foundation and concealer after, because no matter what, the way that I do eyeshadow, it's gonna get wild, okay? It's gonna get out of control. So you just wanna make sure that you can wipe it off later with a wet wipe. So I'm just gonna grab this and start to tap this through here. This is the best black eyeshadow I've ever used. And we're just going to connect it. There we go. Just wanted to show you guys what we're doing. This is A Sigma E32 with my Natasha Denona Black is Black. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep this really tight through here. And then we'll start to just tap it and kind of do some small circular motions, because remember, we have eyeshadow everywhere now, so it's a lot more set. And we're just going to continue this until it's nice and blended out. I really just wanted to show you how to blend this, because I know a lot of you are very intimidated by black eyeshadow, but if you just use a very small amount and you use a more dense brush, not too fluffy of a brush, you'll have a lot more control. There we go. I'm just going to grab this first shade from the palette that we used, and I'm just going to tap this into the white or the cream on our lid and into the black, just to kind of give it a smooth transition over into our lid color. Okay, I had to go eat oatmeal with Mama. Now we're going to put black eyeshadow, the same one that we used, and we're just going to pop this right on my liner to make it a black abyss. Woo! Alright, now let's grab a wet wipe. Start to clean up underneath here. And then we'll go right underneath our wing. Woo! So I cleaned out my extra drawer and I found a brand new LC Lashful mascara. My code does work on this as well. But I forgot how much I liked it, and I wish I had known I had an extra. It's one of the blackest mascaras I've ever used. Lately, I've really been into a nude waterline, so I'm gonna grab my ColourPop Honey Dude. I always warm it up on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to go across, all the way across my bottom waterline. Code ROSE for a discount on this. Yeah. All right, we're extra because it's fancy sushi night, so we're gonna use 2 primers. I'm sorry. This is who I am. These are my 2 favorites right now, you guys. This one is illuminating, and then this one is matte. This one has been my ride or die forever, and even though it is matte, I recommend it for all skin tones. But this one, this new Kylie one, just looks so good under your eyes and here on your cheekbones. It just hydrates under my eyes so good, and my Kylie concealer just goes so good with it. So I've been putting it under my eyes and through here. I'll show you. So we're gonna start with the matte primer, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of this and focus this on the center of my face. I want you to know that that's the same bottle I've had forever as well. So I'm just gonna start here, and then I'm gonna blend it out towards the center. And then of course right through here and the center of my forehead. That's where we really want it to stay matte. And we also just want to make sure our makeup stays really well through here. So just work that in until it feels absorbed. Before we do our illuminating primer, I'm going to throw on my Lava Lashes in the style Angelic, one of my favorite lashes of all time. They're just so fluffy and they're so pretty and they're really comfortable. All right, we're gonna let our lashes dry a little bit more, and I'm gonna show you another trick that I've recently started doing. But for right now, let's just grab our illuminating primer. That's all we need. I love the packaging too, it's so pretty. And then I'm just going to work this underneath my eyes and over my cheekbones. Look at that. I've been loving this combo. So now that the sun goes down at like 2 p.m. around these parts, we don't know. It's dark outside right now. It makes no sense. And I basically live in a tropical area too. I live very close to Galveston, Texas, but still, winter is here. Except for it's also 82 today, but it's dark and looks like it should be cold and the sun's already gone. It's a nightmare. Either way, it's a nightmare. And what I'm trying to say is I've been living like a vampire. So I've gotten a lot lighter, and this one has been matching me so perfectly. It's from Smith & Colt. It's the Veiled Threat Foundation that you guys see me use all the time. But it's honestly, I think it's become one of my new favorites. It's so, so good. Okay, so we'll just have it warmed up on the back of my hand. I've also found a new favorite foundation brush. I know, right? So you're gonna see this look a little wild, and the reason it's gonna look wild is because of all of the surface tones I have going on here with all of this redness. So it's gonna look like it doesn't work until you see it. And you're always matching your neck. So you'll start to see it work into the skin. I think that's why it's so hard for people to find their foundation shade, because it actually takes time, not even months trying to find it, but it takes time to even watch it dry down, and even working it in is just gonna make a major difference. So now you can see that this looks like skin again, and it matches flawlessly through here. Seamless. I sometimes feel like I'm being repetitive, but remember guys, I get a lot of new supporters every single day. So I just want to tell you that I always go into, I'm talking the smallest amount of my foundation. I'll even tap it out on the back of my hand. And then I take the foundation through here to make sure it's nice and blended and melted. This will melt it into your concealer and foundation, all of it. And then I take this brush and I kind of just go around my brows as well, because I don't carve the top part out, but we want to make sure that we have foundation on top of up there. All right, we're gonna do some concealer. I'm really liking the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. If you guys have noticed, I've been using it like almost every day. I'm almost out of my Kylie, that's the only reason why, but this is a very close second. So the shades that I use that are similar to my Kylie shades are the medium dark 113C. This one's gonna be similar to Himalaya, and the peachy, you see that? It's very, very close. And the peachy tones, but remember, we're vampire wintertime, so I don't need to use as much or it could get too orange. But we still want a little where we see any shadows. And then the one that's actually close to my natural skin tone and the one that would be similar to Gypsum from Kylie Cosmetics is the shade Medium 83C. So this is actually my shade. It's very neutral. It says C for cool, but it's very cool tone, very neutral. I'm really liking it. And then send down the nose. I don't like a lot on my nose, and I definitely don't like a lot on my forehead, so that's about where we're at. All right, grab our concealer brush, and we're just gonna tap this in. I've been tapping it in with a concealer brush for so I know who I am anymore. Why am I like this? No, seriously, I'm really liking it though. So we're just gonna tap it out. It kind of ensures that it's gonna be exactly where you want it. But I also really like this brush, so. Okay, look at that. Shadows are gone. Just a little bit, nothing too wild. But another reason I really like using this is because I like to tap it through here. This video is going to be really long today, so I'm actually just going to do my lips for my little video clip today. But of course, you'll see what I use. And again, I'm sure most of us know this, but I like to take a little bit of the concealer underneath here and just kind of clean up underneath my wing. But you never know. There's some people getting into makeup every day, so sometimes you just gotta go back to the very basics. Can't assume everybody knows everything. All right, now everybody grab your LC blender and just finish working that concealer into the foundation and into your skin. Look at this beast. I love this thing. It's my favorite. Code ROSE for a discount. Y'all, I ain't gonna get nothing done. They're both over there snuggling now. I can't. It's over. Day canceled. The cats are too cute. We gotta sit around and look at them. Alright, so now we're gonna grab Kylie's Soft Pink Powder. I'm running so low. This is a nightmare. I need to go to Ulta. I'm so happy it's in Ulta now. So what I do is I kind of take it on the back of the puff, rub it around, make sure it's evenly coated on here, and then I'm just gonna press it into my eye. Well, underneath my eye. Please don't put this in your eye. I'm just going to just tap it in until it completely disappears. And this is the only place we're going to set. I like to set there and then just the side of the nose. Look at that. Such a difference. Look, it just cancels out that shadow. Okay, this is my favorite contour at the moment. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. And you just see just a touch. And I just use a kabuki brush. This one is from Hourglass, but it's expensive. And I only used it because I just had it. And I've just kind of just been using it. So you don't need this big expensive one. All you need is a synthetic kabuki brush. So I like to just tap it on and blend upwards. Remember, we didn't set anywhere but underneath our eyes. Oh, shoot. Oh, and no matter what, remember we haven't set anything, but I go all over my face and just work that back in. We just can't have no bronzer helmet. That just, I won't do y'all like that. I need to tell you. Gotta tell you. I'm also loving this sponge, but only for baking. I didn't like it as much with my foundation, but for baking, I highly recommend it because this bad boy is perfectly angular. And it just carves that out right there. So nice. Look at that. That is nice. So I highly recommend this. There's actually a smaller one too, and you can use my code ROSE for a discount. So what I like to do is, we all know to smile, right? But I'm going to take my brush, and instead of going on the side, it won't be even. But if we do it right in the center, and just start to tap that right on the apple of the cheek. And I'm even going to take it up a little high, because that's just going to add lift, and then I'm going to start to tap it out this way. So we want most of the color here on the apple, and then bring it out this way. Oh yeah. Fast, we're even going to keep our inner corner matte today. So this is a MAC 228 and that white eyeshadow that we used earlier. There we go. Alright, so I decided to do my lips on here because I wanted to show you. So I'm going to use the Kylie Minis, but I'm going to grab this lip liner first from Kylie. This is in the shade Coconut. So I kind of do a wild and woolly rough outline. A lot of you were having a rough time with the Kylie lip kits and getting the matte ones and getting them to blend. So what you do is you grab a lip brush, and like I said, I just had the lip liner on and I'm just going to do my bottom lip, but we're going to work this in towards the center of the lip. So we're blending. There's a lot of blending, and if you blend it in really nice, it's going to go on so much easier. Okay, so we're just going to keep blending. Blend it around here. And really blend it towards the center of the lip. And real fast, this is a Sigma L04, and I'm loving this brush for blending out lip liner. I'm going to grab Team Santa, one of the minis from the holiday collection, and I'm just going to put this all over my bottom lip, and I'm going to promptly pick up my brush again and work these together before the liquid lipstick dries. And there you have it, all blended, all melted together. It's just about working in sections and using a lip brush. I've been wanting to use this one. This one's more of a topper anyways. It's called Kylie Claws, also from the collection. We're just gonna pop this on top. That is so gorgeous. All right, one last thing. I have been loving this tool, this eyelash tool from Reveal Beauty, because it just presses your lashes together and makes sure that the lash band is completely connected to your natural lash line, and it just makes them look so much better. And you can even reshape them and just make them look so nice. I like to do it on the outer part. That way they really kind of flare out and elongate the eye. So definitely go get you one of these.